So rumor has spread say I and I switch. I can never switch. See, born and grow and come from Lucy. PNP by birth, never switch.
Yes, respect, Doc. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, man. So, comrades, the way I see the switching thing, you know, we're better off when who not really belong with we, go with them for go. Yeah, man, make the thing clearer. I don't like when people them amongst we and them not really for we. So if you're not for we, just go where you feel comfortable. We're all right, man, because we're marching on to progress. Blood and fire, comrades.
Yes, JPU family, welcome to another episode. With the amount of PNP people, we are switched over to the Jamaica Labour Party. Of course, Mark Golding did have to come out and come say something. And you hear what him say? Boy, if them not with we, them for go on. Them kind of way there. But we all know that no one wants to see this. You don't want people to be leaving your party going into a general election. You want people to be coming to your party. And that's the advantage that the Jamaica Labour Party has over the PNP at this most crucial time. We're months from an election, and almost every week you hear one more PNP gone over to the Jamaica Labour Party. But Mark Golding has to pretend like it doesn't hurt. Just like when Lisa Hanna left, one of the heavyweights in the PNP. Venetia left. Oh, she's a traitor. But no, his tune changed. It's okay. Let them go where they're wanted. And this is what the PNP is left with. A frail, lifeless, uninspiring, injured political organization on display. Meanwhile, in other news, guys, breaking news. Shout out to Senator Marlon Morgan for mentioning JPU on the JLP's platform yesterday for the outstanding work that we do here, enlightening Jamaicans about what is at stake here.
One of the PNP's most vociferous and strident bloggers and vloggers some years ago of Jamaica politics uncovered. She is now supportive of Andronis and the JLP. Craig Oates.
That's right, guys. I used to be an official, paid-up member of the PNP until about 2021, when members of the PNP tried to defame me. It didn't take me very long to realize that they are not of my tribe. I have respect and regard for truth. I do not go about fabricating stories and information to defame or implicate other people. I think that's wrong. I was raised better than that. In addition, I've also come to realize that these same people, they have no substance. They're not about Jamaica. They are not about the issues. Their only thought process is how they can destroy the government to get power in Jamaica. I think that's a very dangerous thing. And when I took my pause from blogging and vlogging in support of the PNP and started looking from an independent lens at what the Jamaica Labour Party was doing, especially since COVID. That is when I saw, objectively how well the government was managing COVID-19. And everything else after that, of course, made me see that the PNP today is nothing but a set of character assassins, and Jamaica is safer in the hands of this government led by Andrew Holness. And I stand here proud today to say that I was right. My judgment to support the government and what they're doing was right. I see it in the reduction in homicides. I see how the region is responding to Jamaica where crime is concerned. I see it in the decrease in poverty, infrastructure development, no new taxes, no borrowing, transportation development where kids are going to be transported on school buses. And as we can see, the diaspora is on board. The richest Jamaican woman in the diaspora in the United States just step out and a back with government, a back with country. I always have faith in smart women. And that's one of the things too about the PNP is that they're very anti-women. And when it comes down to women who are of my tribe, women who are smart and intelligent, they seem to have a disdain toward those women. I don't see that kind of hostility coming from the Jamaica Labour Party. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you hear some of what Delroy Chuck, Minister Delroy Chuck, said yesterday on the political platform. And I'll let you also hear some of what the Senator Marlon Morgan had to say as well. I'm glad to see that the Jamaica Labour Party is coming out and calling out the PNP, led by Golding, for their disinformation, their lies, their smear campaigns, their, character assassination attempts of the Prime Minister and so on. So yesterday, on a Sunday, there were at least 10 political meetings across Jamaica between the governing Jamaica Labour Party and the PNP. This is the first time I've ever heard Minister Chuck really come out and do this, and he sounded good. Have a listen, guys.
But when you listen, Labour rights, to what the PNP are saying, they have no plans, no programs. So what they do? They start claiming corruption there, corruption there. When a party like the PNP talk about corruption, you know that they are enmeshed in corruption. That's all they can talk about is corruption. And we're going to defend the Prime Minister because I'm talking about corruption. They can't point one bit of evidence to show that the Prime Minister is involved in any illicit enrichment or corruption. And I hear Mark G talking about statutory declaration. I have read the 3 reports from the IC, and there's not one line that implicates the Prime Minister. Not one paragraph, one line that implicates the Prime Minister. I don't even know why they put out those 3 reports, because they had nothing of value in them. And I say we must defend the Prime Minister when we hear about him. But IC said this about him. IC talk about millions going from left, right, and 28 accounts. Nothing wrong with that. From I know this Prime Minister, he has been an investor. And his family have been investing in Jamaica to make sure Jamaica is a better place. And I say to you, Labour rights, when you hear the leader of the opposition shouting blood and fire, you wonder what they mean. You hear him? Blood and fire? One thing I want to say, Labour rights, we want a peaceful election. But if one of us leaders in the Labour Party had shout blood and fire, so the civil society would be attacking us. You don't hear one oomph from them. But civil society is doing a great job of discrediting themselves. Not all of them, many of them, doing a great job of discrediting themselves. And when I see them headlines by some of the media about tyranny, authoritarian government, there's no more democratic leader than Andrew Holness. None. I can tell you, no leader like Andrew Holness. He bears no malice and embraces everyone in the Jamaica Labour Party. And that is why the Jamaica Labour Party is more united than ever in its history. But when you look on the PNP, you see the people, them cussing one another. And not only them cussing one another, they are senior members of the People's National Party who say Mark G must never ever be Prime Minister. And when you look here, social media, some strong PNP, tell you about not only Mark G, but the General Secretary and Peter Bunting, that they must never ever go back to Parliament. Because when, as Floyd pointed out, look at these, look at Peter Bunting. Get a backside in central Manchester. And before him stay there with the people and work with the people, him run gone South Manchester. The same with Dayton Campbell, as Floyd pointed out. Before him stay with the people in Northwest St. Anne, run gone to Westmorland and looking seat, looking power. And so Labour rights, you have to point that out when you campaign to show how the leadership of the PNP, that them curse one another, they're not interested.
Where your voters are, and you bring out your vote to deliver in the winning column Corey Dunkley on that fateful night, because he is here to take over from the lazy, non-performing MP. So quickly, Labour rights. This upcoming general election is by all indications the most important and consequential general elections of our lifetime. The PNP, Mark Golding and Peter Bunting in particular, them want to win like how dry peas want water. But Labour rights, we know what their agenda is. They are a desperate bunch. They have no credible and compelling plans for Jamaica, and all they're doing is running up and down the place, creating mischief and talking about them protesting. Even people who don't have the time to come to Parliament and represent their constituents are out at Hero Circle about them a protest. And they know full well that it was the Public Service Commission, not the JLP, not Andrew Holness, not the Finance Minister Favour Williams, who employed Dennis Strong. They know full well that it is the Public Service Commission that presided over the recruitment process. And so, Labour rights, we have to be very focused going into these elections. And guess what? Because of the sterling work and the performance of the Andrew Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party government these past 9.5 years, no other government in the history of Jamaica is able to come and seek a term of office from the people of Jamaica on a platform of record achievements in the way this Andrew Holness-led government is able to do. The government has performed credibly, Labour rights. We have honored our key manifesto commitments. You will recall in March 2016 when we took office the first time around, we delivered on the 1.5 plan. We gave an undertaking, we even over-delivered on the undertaking, because we have made the income tax threshold go up for everybody, not just for persons earning 1.5 or lower. Labour rights. As we speak, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is wrapping up its Expo 2.0. It's called Transformation 2.0, People, Quality and Technology. And when the Expo opened on Thursday, Labour rights, there was a particular guest at the Expo. He is the police commissioner in Bermuda. And as president of the Association of Caribbean Police Commissioners, that gentleman, Mr. Darren Simmons, was able to hail and salute Jamaica for its sterling work and achievement in relation to lowering crime, Labour rights. And lo and behold, people from foreign can come and see that we are doing a good job. But a gentleman who is only in the business of bad-mouthing Jamaica and bad-mouthing the government, Peter Bunting, is seeking to give credit only to the JCF and giving no credit for the lowering of crime in the country to the Jamaica Labour Party government. Labour rights, what can go so? As we know, it is said that a man, a king, is crowned not in his country, and it has taken a foreigner to come and recognize what Peter Bunting has sought to discredit, pour cold water on, and overlook. But I tell you something, Labour rights. The Expo of the Jamaica Constabulary Force was streamed on the internet. And if you go to the JCF on YouTube and you look at day one of the Expo, go to the 1 hour, 15 minute and 40-second mark in that event, and you will see the Bermudan Police Commissioner applauding Jamaica in relation to a number of significant achievements. And when other people sat in the audience and were applauding each of the achievements, Peter Bunting sat there in the audience and held his hand still, because him no want nothing good for Jamaica. The 44% reduction in murders is apparently not good news for him. And so while other people in the audience were saluting and applauding Jamaica's successes, Bunting stood there and couldn't move himself, couldn't bring himself to applauding Jamaica's good news in relation to national security. But if them think we did done labor rights, serve notice to the PNP this evening. If them think Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party that he leads, they done, make them know, say, we just a come labor rights. Labor rights, whenever you listen to the PNP, they don't have any message, they don't have any credible plans and ideas to move Jamaica forward. All they're trying to do is to pursue a strategy of striking and tearing down the Jamaica Labour Party leader, because they believe it is their best hope, their best bet, and their best strategy to secure Jamaica House. But the Mighty Diamonds sang a song some years ago as labor rights, and we who are God-fearing people here in the Labour Party, we pray for covering of our Prime Minister. We pray for covering for all our ministers and all our officers of the great Jamaica Labour Party. And I want you, labor rights, to pray and hold up our Prime Minister, Andrew Michael Holness. And like the Mighty Diamond say, we pray to the Lord and we say, have mercy on a good man and help him. We have mercy. There is a mass exodus going on from the PNP to the JLP. Take it, let me tell you, labor rights. More and more, with each passing day, with each passing week, with each passing month, more and more people who had previously lent their support to the PNP, who were previously members of the PNP, are seeing the light, are seeing the performance and the results before their eyes, and are coming over to join the JLP labor rights. More and more of them are coming over.
Yes, JPU family, so let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you are inviting your friends to this channel, guys. Let us continue to stand up for our country, choose our country, and make sure that we are standing up to anyone who is seeking to destroy the image of our country and to destroy the leadership of our country without cause. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.
Jamaica politics and cover. Pick up yourself, because you don't know you will discover. Lord of mercy, hey. Some a say that them a dieted, and them a suffer to hell no rotted. Them a say that them a dieted, and them a suffer to hell no rotted.